Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs.
If you don't want to say something, if you don't want to say something, if you don't want to say something, if you don't want to say something. What you meant to cut me, what you meant to stunt me, trying to hunt me, cause you'll never confront me. Nah, get to the front, let's see you get to the point. Let's see you challenge your mental if it's a battle you want. Don't mean to rattle you up, it's a height, it's a climb to be whatever you want, but not this. You don't want this, never you don't. I bar off when I go for the goal, but it's me against I. Do I see them? No, go where they couldn't do more with it, cool. See what they couldn't be more with it, cool. Bring what they couldn't need more of that truth. Second hand, never been the one I could tool, I'm a bold one, I'm a true one. Big dream one, resolute one. Big plays, I ain't never scared of you one. Big games, I ain't never scared of two. Cause I've been the one the whole time.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Justin Steele. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Dane Myers leading things off and takes a strike.
That's a ball.
Rips that one to right. Suzuki takes it in for the out. One up, one down. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And a big factor for them in recent games, Elly De La Cruz.
Yeah, he's got a 13-game hit streak going right now, Boog. I watched him in BP a little bit, and, man, he was spraying the ball all over the field, which tells me I don't expect this hit streak to end anytime soon. Really nice, mechanically sound swings. He's in such a groove right now, and look for him to be great in this one.
Just underway here from Wrigley. And that drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
0-2 now. Got him. 2 down.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Elly De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. 2 down, nobody on. And that's a base hit.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Sal Stewart.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Here's a 1-2. Well struck left field. That one carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. One hit, one left, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, and getting the start for Cincinnati, Andrew Abbott. How about a scouting report on him?
Boogie pitched into the 7th, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
Here's Alex Bregman. Bregman working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Good job to fight that one off.
Ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Another 1-2. Ground ball right side. Stewart. He takes it on his own. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Seiya Suzuki.
Oh, when you think of this guy, you think of damage. He does damage at the plate, and when you consider leading the National League in slugging percentage, incredible value of having a guy in the lineup like that, a guy that's going to drive in runs.
Late swing, foul to the left. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Marte takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Seiya.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki, the National League leader in runs batted in this year. In the air, left field, Steele on the move, makes a nice running catch. And that is that. So nothing on the scoreboard through 1. We're back on the show from Wrigley in a few. New inning getting started. Now it's the Reds DH, Eugenio Suarez. Suarez in his 12th season hitting 5th in today's lineup, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. There's the strike.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
Yeah, Fillmore Kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Foul ball. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Second inning here, no score. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Inside, almost got him. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball. Payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
When you go that deep into an at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
One down. In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And the 1-0. Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike. And that one almost got him. The 2-2 on the way. That one missed. Steele stands at first with one out. Struck him out looking.
Batting 8th, catcher, Jose Trevino.
He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Batting 9th, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. On the ground, out to short. Swanson. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow-Armstrong. Crow-Armstrong matched a homer in his last game. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. And the bottom of the second starts with a double.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame. That walk-off homer you mentioned, Boog, he must have been feeling on top of the world. I never had any kind of walk-off hit in my career, so I got to say, I feel a little jealous.
Man at second. Big stack center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One on, nobody out. A run in. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
McLain. Spin throw, that's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
And now the veteran catcher, Carson Kelly.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. On the ground to short, De La Cruz. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Dane Myers.
Replay, babe, you can come and get it. My team stay ready, we the best, don't forget it. Pick a side, no straddling in the line. Chips for a bomb and the numbers don't lie. Nice try, can't buy. I got baddies on my team.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that's off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge. 1-2 to count. Line drive, and that'll get down for a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for
Kind of a
Cincinnati.
risky pitch coming
Second
inside with the
baseman,
breaking
Matt
ball
McLain.
like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The 0-2.
Ball in.
Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throws to second. Myers into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position. He's taken away the double play opportunity.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. The changeup missing, and now 3-2. Hit on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Man at second. This one in the air center field. Crow-Armstrong has a beat on it. And there's one down. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Hey!
Here's your 1.
Nope.
1 out and a runner at second here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Hard hit left side. Gets it to first. Now 2 out.
Up next for Cincinnati, first baseman, Sal Stewart.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Busch settles under it. And that is that. Reds leave 1. They still trail 1-0.
Here comes the mic when I come through. Here comes the mic when I come through. Get up, stand up, get things better. Nothing's gonna change if you give up. Say what?
Here at Wrigley Field, now it'll be the Cubs DH, Matt Shaw.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Nope, that's a ball.
Fouled off left side. The 1-1. Out in front and foul to the left side. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Foul ball there. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Now it's Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1. Step off, throw to first.
He's in there.
And he's back in easily. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman, Michael Busch.
Ball, that's inside.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Cubs lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. Start of the 4th, and now the designated hitter for the Reds. This one in the air, center field. Crow-Armstrong gets under it, and there's 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder, Steele.
Hey! Ball.
Here's a 1-1. Base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for Cincinnati, right fielder.
Stepping in, Noelvi Marte. Caught looking his first time up. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Interesting sequence right there for the 3-pitch punch-out. Kept everything away, so it was all pretty much coming out of the same tunnel. But that was a great job of using the changeup to upset the timing and get him out front after coming at him with hard stuff with the first 2 pitches of the at-bat.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike. That catches the outside corner. Now 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. So 1 left for Cincinnati, and it remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Seiya Suzuki, top 5 in home runs in the league. And his taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
Statcast doesn't even flinch anymore. Just shrugs and says, yeah, that tracks.
You know, Boog, if he parks one more into the upper deck, they're going to name the seat after him.
0-1 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Had a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bunting for a hit. McLain, and he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Center field. Myers under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Hoerner.
he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Liner snagged at first. One left for the Cubs, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off. It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Matt McLain, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Alcantara on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
To lay off that pitch down.
The Cubs bullpen with some action. Caleb Thielbar getting ready to go. Miller getting loose as well. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And another ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Smoked on the ground, a second. Slings the first in time.
Up next for Cincinnati, first baseman, Sal Stewart.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Justin Steele done for the afternoon, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
The pitcher on here, Shelby Miller.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Go-ahead run on base. Sal Stewart, the next to hit for the Reds. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one off the mark. Ball 2. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. So they've still got both their challenges.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Popped up. De La Cruz settles under this one. And a quick out, number 1.
And obviously, a lot of credit for all those chases and strikeouts goes to the pitching. It's been nasty, but you can bet this offense is trying to figure out some way to put up a better fight.
Now the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So up next for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara. Picked up a base hit to center his first time off. In for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Michael Busch will hit next. Fouls away the first offering. Shaw on third. Alcantara on at first with 2 down. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Eugenio Suarez getting ready to hit.
Eugenio Suarez.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Hunter Harvey up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Valencia also throwing. Out towards right center field. Suzuki on his way over. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
That one close, ruled a ball. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
That one hammered center field, carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A towering shot to center. His first homer of the year, and the Reds jump out in front. It's 2-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. It can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
1 down. Noelvi Marte, the next to hit for the Reds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Well struck, right field. That one hops against the fence. Into second, and he's got it doubled.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One-run game, one out, one on. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shelby Miller done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Caleb Thielbar.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Next for Cincinnati, Key Brian Hayes, 1 for 2. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Man on second, 2 down. Tosses to first. They limit the damage here. 1 for the Reds on the homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the 6th inning. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. And fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one hammered but pulled foul. Oh, 2 now. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder, Pete Crow-Armstrong.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Crow-Armstrong wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the air. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs 1. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Bobby Milner.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Leading off for the Reds, center fielder Dane Myers.
The 0-1. There's the strike. And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Matt McLain.
Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. The throw to second is offline.
Everything came together for him. Doubled into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
One out. Runner at second. Elly De La Cruz digs in now. A switch hitter batting right. That's a strike. 0-1. Man at second.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. And it gets by him. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Man on second, 2 down.
Nope, inside, ball 2. Hey.
The count 2-1. That's a little bit low.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
So runner at second, 2 down. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Ball, that's low.
The Reds trying to break this one open here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 runs in, runner around third. In to score from first, and they're up by 4. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Hobie Milner will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Jacob Webb.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte. 1 for 3. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Oh, 1 down.
Ball, down. Ball 2.
Steer at second with 2 down. Fouls one off. 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Ball 4.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ball 1 there. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. 2 on, 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And a 1-2. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 5-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Here's Janzen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Nico Hoerner. The Cubbies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Cubs,
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The 0-1. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. 1 down.
Up next for the Cubs, designated hitter,
Now it's the DH, Matt Shaw.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-0. That one ripped, but foul. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Cubs down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
And a foul ball. Up the middle, De La Cruz. The underhand flip
he
in
made
there
it
safely.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. 0 for 3 in this one. In the air to left center. Steele settles underneath it. And that's the inning. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 1. This is Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Edward Cabrera.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Tap foul at the plate. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Daniel Palencia appears to be getting loose. Harvey also getting ready. In the air, right field. Suzuki drifts towards it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman, Matt
Next for
McLain.
Cincinnati, Matt McLain. 1 for 4 with a double. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Cabrera, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nobody left for Cincinnati. They're up 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ferguson. He's been so good against lefties.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman, Michael Busch.
There's a strike.
Hey, 2.
Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Hey.
The Cubbies down by 4. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he shatters his bat on the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder, Pete Crow-Armstrong.
Pete Crow-Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
Hey!
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Cubs are down quietly. They're down here 5-1. Back here at Wrigley Field, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Hey!
Edge in the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that drops in for a strike. De La Cruz gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
Ball one.
Runner!
There goes Elly.
That's ball
In the
two.
dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
Up next for Cincinnati, the designated hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
That's in there. And it's 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the ninth. That clips the corner. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Out of here. Eugenio Suarez blasts one out. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add on. It's 7-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Splits the plate. That's strike one. Nice curveball for a strike. Curve in the dirt. Got him looking. And now 2 gone.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Edward Cabrera departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
Righty reliever out of the pen, Daniel Palencia.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ball one.
Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. Right through there, got him. Out number 3. Reds get a blast from Suarez. It's now 7-1. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for
Pitching change here,
Number
Graham
23.
Ashcraft.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now it's Dansby Swanson.
The shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. On the ground right side. And they got him.
Up next to the Cubs, catcher Carson.
So it's their last chance in this one. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds add another to their winning streak.
Well, just another big win today, and everyone is jumping on board behind this ball club. They're playing so well, they're packing the stands, and it's just an exciting brand of baseball. We'll see how far it goes, but right now, no one thinks it's going to end anytime soon.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
What a life. It's true that they underestimate you. My life is real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique. Up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in the MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like Ryan E, me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangsta. Who is that? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Mare, Ghost and Rick. Big up, Big L, Prodigy.